Hello, Excelentes. It's Thursday, and you're watching. This week, the topic is something very dear to my heart. No, I'm not talking about food, although it is. This week's theme is our favorite books. And my favorite book is The Giver by Lois Lowry. Oh. There's a couple of different reasons why this book is my favorite. One of the main reasons is it got me reading. As a kid, I was never really a big reader. In fact, I loathed it. I didn't have the attention span for it, and I still don't, but it's something I'm working on. And it's weird because I've always been fascinated by books. I've just never had the patience to sit down and devour them and gain their knowledge and grow from them. I was in a bookstore probably 5 years ago, and I came across The Giver. I remember reading it in school, and I couldn't. It jumped out at me, and I was like, I should read that again, because I didn't remember it. So I bought it, and I went home and read it. And I read it in like one day, and cried. Another reason why this is one of my favorite books is I really identify with the main character. His name is Jonas. He lives in a utopian society. It could be present day. I mean, there's nothing really futuristic about it, but it is definitely science fiction. The community members don't question anything. They just live like they're told to live and were brought up to live, and they don't know anything outside of their own little community. And at the age of 12, they are given jobs throughout the community, and Jonas is given the job of receiver, which there's a group of elders, and one of the elders is called, he was the previous receiver, and what his job entails is to keep all the memories for the community so that they don't have to endure them. That includes memories of love, of hate, of pain, of joy, and Jonas's job is to now receive all of these memories so that the community could continue to live in its utopian, peaceful, ignorant ways. And the giver, his job now is to give the memories to Jonas. He starts off with nice ones like sledding down a hill for the first time, or laying on the beach. I'm not going to get too into it, but then he starts giving him memories that aren't so good, like sledding down a hill that has a lot of ice, and slipping and falling and hurting yourself, and being on the beach and laying out too long and getting sunburned. And it literally is such a small book, but it's structured so simply, but it's got such a great, huge, relatable, everyone can relate to this book, because we all feel, and we all know what it's like to feel alone in our feelings, and it's just such a good book. I can't even tell you how good this book is. You just have to read it. And I'm telling you, it's any bookstore you go to, it's $6 for a paperback. It'll take a day to read. If you're a slow reader, 3 days. I'm so glad that I picked it up and read it again, because one, it got me reading more, and two, it makes you feel not so lonely in this world. A fictional character can be your best friend sometimes. Like Kirsten, I'll be giving away one of these to one of you lucky people. And for me, how I'm going to determine who wins this is, well, first of all, video responses get first priority. Just because we need more. If I don't get any video responses, or if a comment just blows me out of the water, then it'll go to that. But what I want from you is a passage from your favorite book that emotionally just tears down every wall you've created and makes you just free. I want you to give me the most freeing passage from your favorite book. I will give it until next week. I will announce it on my next week's video. And I have personal contact with the author. Not like she knows who I am or anything, but she does answer her emails. So I will see if I can get this, well, not this one because this one's mine, but a copy of The Giver signed for one of you lucky people. Don't hold your breath or anything, but that might happen. So now I'll read a passage, my favorite passage from this book. "Gabriel," Jonas whispered in the night to the new child. The crib was in his room again. After Gabe had slept soundly in Jonas's room for 4 nights, his parents had pronounced the experiment a success and Jonas a hero. Gabriel was growing rapidly, now crawling and giggling across the room and pulling himself to stand. He could be upgraded to the nursing center, Father said happily, now that he slept. He could be officially named and given to his family in December, which was only 2 months away. But when he was taken away, he stopped sleeping again and cried in the night. So he's back in Jonas's sleep room. They would give it a little bit more time, they decided. Since Gabe seemed to like it in Jonas's room, he would sleep there at night a little longer until the habit of sound sleeping was fully formed. The nurturers were very optimistic about Gabriel's future. There was no answer to Jonas's whisper. Gabriel was sound asleep. Things could change, Gabe, Jonas went on. Things could be different. I don't know how. There must be some way for things to be different. There could be colors. And grandparents, he added, staring through the dimness towards the ceiling of the sleeping room. And everyone would have the memories. You know about memories, he whispered, turning towards the crib. Gabriel's breathing was even and deep. Jonas liked having him there, though he felt guilty about the secret. Each night he gave memories to Gabriel. Memories of boat rides and picnics in the sun. Memories of soft rainfall against the window panes. Memories of dancing barefoot on the damp grass. Gabe. The nude child stirred slightly in his sleep. Jonas looked over at him. There could be love, Jonas whispered.